The Babylon Bee looks back at some of the best moments of the podcast. Worship Song Generator, Lincoln Pork, Demon Bread, the best cult prank story ever, the most hated headlines we published. It's a Babylon Bee Thanksgiving special on The Bee Weekly.
Hey everyone, welcome to the Babylon Bee Weekly, a special Thanksgiving episode.
No, I can't do that. I'm a card-carrying Cherokee Indian, so...
We got 7 seconds into the episode. Before we had to.
We're going to have big heap fun.
Oh yeah, we did want to mention the feathers on Ethan's head. He is a card-carrying Cherokee Indian. He already has the card. He literally has the card. So.
I just found out that Cherokee, you can get like $2,000 of COVID relief.
Oh, wow.
So I submitted.
Did you?
Yeah, I'm going to try. I'm gonna try for it.
Very Elizabeth
Get my
Warren
money back. Yeah.
But you have more of a claim to it than Elizabeth Warren does.
I do.
So by Thanksgiving special episode, what I mean is we don't have time to record a full episode this week because things are going nuts. And so we're doing a clip
Our turkey's
episode.
not even real. It's paper.
Look at this.
What's in there?
We are very thankful for our paper turkey, though.
We're thankful for everybody that works here and makes this show possible. Bettina making paper turkeys. Patrick always laughing at our jokes. You know, Ehrlich Wheatstein back there cranking out scripts. Brandon moving the lighting around. Dan editing and calling and making sure people show up. Gavin back there grumbling about
Ethan's not just
lightsabers.
abstractly gesturing either. These people are...
They're all surrounding us right now.
Us in the room.
Bettina again. Who else? Make sure I don't forget anybody.
You say Dan?
Christoph, our animator, who's, if you've watched the latest Ghostbusters, Christoph had a lot to do with the great animation there, and then Brandon making it look... We've come a long way. Go to our first animated video to where we're at now. It's exciting.
Yeah. We're very thankful. A year ago, we had just moved into this place, and we had about 3 people working here, 4. It started to grow a little bit, and to now have all the people we have.
There's regularly more people here than we have chairs now.
Which is why Brandon is standing right there. Mm-hmm. But yeah, we're very thankful, and we're thankful for you subscribers for supporting and subscribing to the Babylon Bee. That is what makes all of this possible. Hopefully,
like Brian, who's standing off camera too.
Brian is one of our subscribers. He's standing there. So it's just been a wonderful year for us at the Babylon Bee. We're grateful to God. We're grateful to you, and we're going to give you a clip episode so that we can actually fit in a recording, which means we're going to play some clips from some Babylon Bee.
We'll walk
episodes.
down memory lane. If you haven't, some people haven't watched every episode, so you might have missed some stuff. So I'm going to try to get some ones on stuff that wasn't viewed a lot. There's a couple, especially moments in interviews that didn't get watched a lot that people might have missed, and we'll even do one maybe from a subscriber portion.
Ooh, okay. Some little bonus content if you haven't seen it before. Mm-hmm. So one of the first ones we want to talk about was the worship song generator. If you missed this episode, it was one of the funnest and most
one of the earliest
episodes.
video episodes we did.
Yeah, we were still recording on a potato at the time, so the video quality isn't great, but we...
Yeah, you can also see the evolution of our sets.
Yeah, if you go back,
cameras and lighting. It's rough back then.
It was pretty rough.
But yeah, so we have our worship song generator. Anybody can access it. It's on babylonbee.com, and you go on there and you just randomly generate a worship song. It gives you a title, it gives you a verse, a chorus, and a bridge. So we had people go on there and send us their renditions of these songs. Now, I don't know if we're going to play the whole clip or not, but
I'll hear a couple of them at least. But some of them
definitely need the one with the 2 girls doing "Run Me Over" like
and the ukulele or the
ukulele.
Yeah.
No, which one?
They were playing
Just
"Run Me
can't
Over."
even.
First world problems right now.
First world problems right now. It's so catchy. I just can't even.
Insane.
Yeah.
Reckless. Scandalous. Or whatever. Yeah.
So you'll hear it.
I think about that all the time. It's in my head. It's stuck in my head often.
They should do a fully produced version of it.
Was the dump truck in that song? I don't
There's another girl that sang "Dump Truck," and she
run me over
kind of
like a
was
dump
crying, truck. Yeah. And we took a shot at one too. We sang.
We generated our own, which was fun. All right, here we go. Let's watch it. We put up this worship song generator, and we generated nearly 200,000 unique worship songs from our...
Yeah, that's a lot.
There was probably
that's
only...
how many people have pushed the button?
Well, probably only like 50 people did.
Okay, yeah, they pushed it
just
like 600 times.
Freaking out, clicking, oh my gosh, more.
Trying to get a good
more.
one.
And they work out pretty well.
We got some people to send in songs.
Yeah, we didn't actually even ask for this.
Yeah, we never even put a call out for it, but we got some
people that
submissions.
actually recorded randomly generated worship songs off the bat.
And they made them real.
And some of them are pretty dang good. So let's listen. This is Lacey and Raina Cornelson.
I just can't even with the first world problems right now. My first world problems right now. I just can't even. We love to live to honor you. We live to love to praise you. We love to live to honor you. We live to love to praise you. Insane, reckless, scandalous, unstoppable is your crazy affection for me. Insane, reckless, scandalous, unstoppable is your crazy affection for
The
me.
instrument or the no instruments part where you're clapping. Yeah, and the drum starts to
I
build
just
up.
can't even with my first world problems right now.
That's the best
My
part.
first
That's
world
so good.
problems right now. I just can't even.
I imagine somebody like singing that right there. All right.
One more from listeners. This is from Kevin Grant, and it's called Eternal Body Ember.
What? Wow. Same XP. Yeah, the switch book.
Submerge myself in your grace like a fountain of cheese fondue. You are my best friend forever. You are my best friend forever. I submerge myself in your grace like a fountain of cheese fondue.
I'm into this. It's like Kyle's style music right here. Except for Megadeth.
We just invite you into this place, Father God.
This is the second service. Nice.
Because I have 10 bazillion reasons to sing. 10 bazillion reasons to sing.
Probably had to repeat that one quite a few times.
You are my
Wow.
best friend forever.
The breakdown. Drum solo.
Please stand, everybody. I'm putting immense pressure on you all to stand right now, or you don't love Jesus.
This is you're filling up the air I'm breathing. You're filling up the air I'm breathing. You're filling up the air I'm breathing.
Sounds like a fart song.
Filling up the air I'm breathing. Filling up the air. Drop your nuclear bomb of grace.
Okay.
So drop your nuclear bomb of grace. We don't want it to go away. So drop your nuclear bomb of grace. We don't want it to go away. And we'll stand in awe of your sloppy wet kisses forever. Forevermore. We'll stand in awe of your sloppy wet kisses forever.
You okay? Stand right now, church, and sing Drop Your Nuclear Bomb. Drop your nuclear bomb.
bomb of grace.
It's like when they play a new song at church. It's like, I don't know what to say. That was called Blazing Hope Downpour.
Can I try one?
Yeah,
Let's try it. Okay.
let's
We'll
get
do
it.
okay. So try like a third day.
Do like a Third Day style, maybe?
When I feel sparks of love, I know I'm in a lightning storm.
Lightning storm.
When I feel sparks of love,
Sparks of love.
I know I'm in a lightning storm.
The lightning storm.
Show us how we can believe in you and science at the same time.
Same time.
Show us how we can believe in you and science at the same time.
Same time.
Because there's no turning back now.
No turning back now.
Because there's no turning back now.
Turning back now.
Show us how we can believe. I did the chorus wrong. And you and science
Faith and science.
at the same time.
Everybody.
Show us how we can believe
Believe
in you and science
in you and
at the
science.
same time.
Same time.
Because there's no turning back now.
Turning back now.
Memories.
Good-natured chuckle.
So great.
Classic.
Love it.
So here's another one that had to do with songs. We proposed some woke song parodies to Buddy Brown.
Buddy Brown, country singer. He liked to sit in the back of his truck and sing songs to YouTube and make apparently a whole career out of that.
So sometimes we write. Apparently that's the thing you can do.
He's done well. I mean, it's like he sits in his truck playing songs.
Apparently you
and
can make a career.
and his house looked nice. We could see into his house.
He had like a pool table or something behind it.
He
didn't
hit like #1 on iTunes or something.
That's pretty crazy. So a lot of times we write a lot of these little jokes, and or we'll write little parody jokes or puns for our guests, and we'll just say this will be a short segment where we read these things off, and it's always a little awkward if we just like write a joke and read it to someone, and it's like, what do you want the guest to do? Be like,
Yeah.
that's pretty funny, man.
I think we did that once with Lila Rose. Remember that? And she goes,
yeah,
so is this the part where you guys just make jokes you think are funny and I just sit here?
That was pretty brutal.
Burned us, yeah.
Yeah, she burned us pretty good. But this guy, like Buddy, if I remember right, Buddy was laughing so hard, like
Yeah, he almost killed him. I think he was sick. And he actually had to stop. He's like, I have
to leave.
I have to
And he,
leave.
like, walks
Yeah.
out.
Well, I think the one that almost killed him, which I can't take credit for this joke, I think it was maybe Adam Corey. It was one of our writers on our Slack channel. It was all my exes changed their sexes. So he proposed a bunch of woke versions
They
of
were
country
just very
songs.
boomery jokes, and he just.
And I think he ended up making that song.
he actually recorded it.
Yeah,
which
ripped
was
it off.
wonderful.
No royalties.
Yeah, we didn't make any money off that. Very sad. All right, let's watch this.
Oh yeah, we're gonna watch it. So we were thinking, there's one thing about your music, it's really biased in like one direction, and we were wondering if you ever think about doing some woke country songs. So we were gonna pitch you some ideas for some woke country songs. You want to hear them?
me.
You want to hear them? Okay, you can pitch back some lyric ideas. I got friends in privileged places. I don't know the second one it's referring to, but everybody liked it. Do you know that one?
Me and Z. Oh, is that like the pronoun XZ?
Oh,
Me and Z going vegan in the dark. I don't know what that's a reference to.
all right, man, I feel like a person who bleeds. That's the woman. Feel like a person who bleeds.
Is that Shania?
Yeah, Shania. This is a good one.
Did I read that? All my exes changed their sexes. These are all free for you, by the way.
Yeah, these are all free.
Oh my God.
If you want to work on a collaboration video with us, we're shamelessly trying to get that to happen.
Mamas, don't let your babies grow up to be their biological genders.
Stand by your non-menstruating person.
One joke. Forever and ever, amen, and a woman.
Oh Lord, can you believe that?
We got a few more for you. I am a man of constant mask wearing.
This one needs no changing. A boy named Sue. Maybe change the
that-
lyrics.
Yeah. I'm so canceled I could cry.
Science, take the wheel.
And I like it. I love it. I want some more government.
I like it. I love it. I want some more government.
Government.
There you go.
Oh my God. Yo,
do you think?
I'm getting over a cold.
Sorry.
So yeah,
Any of those?
I would just love to hear like like an Antifa country song where they're like, rolling down Portland with kombuchas in the back with my friends in the smart car, whatever.
Yeah, because they're always rolling down the dirt road.
Yeah, rolling down the dirt road with
on
the dog.
truck with
the beer.
girl all up in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Y'all, can we pause this for a second? I got a cold and I'm coughing my sides off because y'all there. I'll be right back.
Wait. Did we just kill Buddy Brown?
Killed Buddy Brown.
The first time we've ever killed someone with our jokes.
Wow.
He's getting some whiskey back there at the bar.
We didn't have a title.
He went back
Babylon
there to
B
get some,
murders Buddy Brown with humor.
Like he's got the bar. He's getting some Tennessee whiskey.
He's going back there.
A little bourbon on the gums.
Tennessee whiskey.
Tennessee kombucha. Is that another one?
Crack open a can of kale.
You know, I like kombucha.
Oh, man. Love it. I love watching all these videos in their entirety right here now.
It's great.
Okay, so this one goes back to when we were digging up some old weird Christian children's entertainment.
Which, by the way, we need to do some more.
We got to do that again.
So
I can't remember this was the donut one. The donut man?
The Donut Man, yeah.
And there's a scene where I think they're making some spiritual analogy about being made a new creation or something. And this bread comes out of the oven with a face. And it has the most horrifying human face. And it keeps turning and looking at everybody like... And it's just us reacting to it, but it's just so funny. Demon bread. We call this one demon bread.
So now you get to watch us react to our own reaction video of the demon bread. The demon bread has lived on.
You must know demon bread. I think Dan still has it.
That's actually his avatar.
His avatar, yeah.
Now on the Babylon Bee and not the Bee.
The demon bread.
The demon bread is just wonderful. We need to make one. Can we get one?
That'd be awesome. A demon bread replica.
Make demon bread.
Replica.
Oh, she's not
Yeah,
here.
we want a demon bread statue.
Well, tell Bettina that I want her to make a demon bread prop. All right, here we go. Let's watch demon bread and crazy weird Christian clips.
Okay, this one I put on here. I just discovered it thanks to one of our subscribers. They have like a singing donut in there. It's a bunch of clips.
This is the Donut Man.
You gotta get
He
context.
died on the cross.
So this is the like high carb version of VeggieTales.
Shed his blood for us.
Life without Jesus is like a donut, 'cause there's a hole in the middle of your heart.
Let's put some words from the Bible into some dough and then put it in the Wonder Oven and see what happens, okay?
Very interesting. Yes.
If anyone is in Christ, he is a new creation.
That really needed like a psycho.
Behold,
I know.
Chord there.
Yeah. 2 Corinthians
The donut looks
5:17.
horrified. The donut looks...
I must say it's a lot
The donut
cooler
looks
out here
like he's
than it was in there.
got PTSD.
I bet it is.
He's hiding in that box.
What's your name?
I don't know. Frankly, it's the yeast of my worries.
You're pretty funny. I'll kill you last. Look at he turns to you.
Corinthians 5:17.
Stop doing that.
It's horrifying.
What did you learn today?
Dead,
I
lifeless
learned
stare.
that God bought us with his special money.
Who finished that puppet? It's perfect. He looks like a new creation in Christ.
Bought a pearl, a great big beautiful pearl.
Boom.
And the interesting thing is that every child in that video died in a horrible accident.
Is that
Not
like
really, I don't
Final Destination or something?
The curse of the bread
They all
man.
died of yeast infections. That's horrible. Gross.
What's the directions for cooking that bread? Like preheat to 450. Sprinkle some Satan.
Yeah, wait till dough rises.
Insert demon. Soul.
Yeah, like the eyes look like when you see eyes that have been removed from sockets.
Sure, I
And
know.
it
I
freaks
see
you
those
out
all the time.
how much white there is,
Like they're just a wide
and how
orb,
big they are,
and that they're completely like orbs, right?
Yeah, so it looks like they took those eyes, and they put them on the bread, just kind of stick out. So it looks like missing face meat or something. It's just not right.
They actually took the eyeballs of the previous donut man.
It looks like real
And he
eyes from
becomes
like
the
a
bread.
raccoon or something. They
Yeah.
pulled out the rat. You're like, oh, raccoons do have white in their eyes. You pull them out far enough and then pop those into some bread.
Well, Christians, stop being weird.
Dan,
What I want to see is you just take that that bread face and just zoom in on it, have it kind of fade to like a red tint, and have like a tense like the violin like. Yeah. Try that.
Now, do that, and then we'll go to hate mail.
Oh man, nightmares. Oh, I'm not going to recover from that.
Oh,
but
boy.
we must.
Oh boy. You know, kids are stupid.
True.
And the best thing about kids' stupidity is we can exploit it for internet clicks and views. And that's what we did when we had kids
built
pitch
a whole
Babylon
career
Bee
on that,
headlines. And he just exploited his little brother to make a comic. But
just one child.
We had kids pitch some Babylon Bee headlines. And
yeah, and it was funny.
They were funnier than actual
they're so
Babylon
dumb.
Bee headlines.
Yeah, it was a good time.
It's always fun to me to see kids kind of grasp the basic idea, but not quite get.
I was trying to get my kids to, they just understand the concept of a headline to begin with, so I couldn't get them, I think they were too young.
Maybe next time.
Maybe next time.
We need to do it again. I think we've done it a couple of times, but here we go. Let's see how stupid these kids are. As a Christian, you know God's always there for you, but sometimes things in this life can feel downright overwhelming, and you just need to talk to someone.
That's right. That's why the online counselors at faithfulcounseling.com are there for you. Connect with a professional Christian counselor in a safe and private online environment. It's so convenient.
It is, and it's nice that you can talk to someone who shares your faith and values, people that specialize in depression, stress, anxiety, relationships, crisis of faith issues. You're not going to get that with an atheist counselor. I'll tell you what.
Right, and there's 4 communication modes: text, chat, phone, and video. You can start communication under 24 hours. Desktop, mobile, web, Android. Man, they got everything.
There's financial aid available for those who qualify. It's affordable, faith-based. So check it out. You can go to faithfulcounseling.com/BabylonB and you'll get 10% off your first month at that URL.
Yeah, why not get started today? Go to faithfulcounseling.com/BabylonB.
What was that again? Oh, that's right. It was faithfulcounseling.com/BabylonB.
Simply fill out a questionnaire to help them assess your needs and get matched with a counselor that you're going to love.
10% off. Check it out.
Check it.
So we asked our paid subscribers, and if you're a paid subscriber, you get an opportunity to participate in stuff like this, but we asked our paid subscribers to have their kids pitch them Babylon Bee headlines. So the parents went to the kids and said, here's the Babylon Bee. It's like
I'm amazed kids even understand what a headline is. So.
And how old can these kids be? Is there a cutoff for the age of the kids?
Some people were submitting stuff from their kids in college.
Yeah, I was going to say, my dad's got kids. They're all grown, so.
Yeah. But most of it is like,
you want that.
My mom could be like, my son Kyle, he has these great headline pitches.
Yeah, all the guys that are sending us content headlines are like, Mom, submit this for me.
But so here we go. We're going to read your kids writing Babylon Bee headlines. All right, this is from a 7-year-old. Childless couple build robot children to write funny headlines. Meta joke. I like it.
Mm-hmm. I got a 6-year-old named Clara. Super Mario, now called Booper Mario, because you have to boop all the bad guys. It's more accurate.
Nice. So we got a couple here that don't have an age.
Yeah, they didn't give me the age on this one.
Okay. A dinosaur is walking around the neighborhood.
That's a good.
Nailed it. Yeah.
You want to report that?
Good Photoshop.
I like this
to
one.
go along with that.
A chicken went to Chick-fil-A to save his friends. That's why the chicken crossed the road. I mean,
he just goes in there with a shotgun.
It's payback time. This time, it's personal.
President Biden makes a new machine, the Tax Collector 3000.
Lego people leave Earth. We can't stand these humans anymore.
All right, this is one of my favorites. A chicken is surprised after walking into a hardware store paint shaking machine.
That would be quite shocking. What's happening?
I would like to know the backstory.
Chicken are surprised by everything too, and they're surprised by walls.
Yeah. I'd like to know the backstory that led that child to think of that.
They were waiting in line with their parents at Home Depot, and they were looking at the machine going, you know what would really surprise a chicken?
All right, breaking news. A restaurant's entire menu is hot dogs.
Is that a fantasy or a nightmare? Like a fantasy for a
Kid
kid.
went to a Wiener Schnitzel for the first time, or like a hot dog on a stick.
I thought this was supposed to be satire.
You're right. Dad, your shoes are really giant, squishy blueberries. Got him.
Offhand.
Gotcha, Dad.
I feel like the dad was like, I need you to write a headline, and they just ignored him completely and just made an observation. Okay, this is from a 15-year-old girl. USS Enterprise canceled for being a Constitution-class starship. Dan, is that a good Star Trek joke?
Oh, is that Star Trek?
I thought it was it's a Navy joke.
Well, yeah, but
It's a
that's a starship.
Yeah.
Is it a Constitution class in Star Trek? You have to look it up? Okay.
Weather report. White stuff falls from sky. Maybe cloud pieces. Weird.
All right. Easter report. Weird bunny has been laying eggs everywhere, and they look weird.
All right, here's one from a 3-year-old named Noah. A big meteor hit the whole world.
Sounds like some kind of clairvoyant 3-year-old. 5-year-old daughter. To have the biggest journey, you've got to eat a sheep.
You know, it sounds like one of those Japanese. They're trying to make it sound like English on a t-shirt or something.
Confucius say.
I'd really like to read the opinion piece that one goes with.
You want to have the biggest journey.
Yeah.
Here's
Is
what
that a
you gotta
metaphor?
do. Yeah.
Gotta eat a sheep.
The real sheep is the friends we've made along the way.
A 5-year-old daughter. Mm-hmm. All leaves are eaten. No plants will grow.
It's like farm news or something.
Yeah, right?
All right, this is from Clara again, age 6. Guy punches hole in the wall and says, "Oh no, this was supposed to happen tomorrow."
That sounds like a who's that guy, the director. Forget it. I can't think.
Well, yeah. If the Kool-Aid man jumped through the wall on the wrong day, like when they were,
oh shoot, he barges through. There's nobody there.
He's like, oh no,
the party was tomorrow.
So now he has to rebuild the wall.
He probably has a wall guy.
Is it my turn?
I think so.
Daughter, age 15. There is no crisis at the border, says Denethor as orcs storm Osgiliath.
Good job, Ethan.
Is that?
That's a 15-year-old daughter.
Yeah.
She's gonna have a hard time. That's
homeschool probably.
Oh yeah, super nerdy.
Good job. I think she's awesome.
Middle schooler. Kids demand in-person learning to avoid explaining math to parents.
That's quite good. It's better than some Babylon Bee headlines.
I'm going to use that one, huh?
I'm going to steal. Hold on, I'm going to steal it right now.
Oh, he's actually stealing
saving it. 12-year-old named Christian. Kamala Harris is caught bringing dynamite into Joe Biden's office.
Very Looney Tunes.
She's just like
she's got the plunger.
Oh shoot! A box of Acme TNT.
All right, 7 signs that your dog is a racist. 1, they bark at everyone. That's pretty racist. Work in progress. There isn't any more than that.
Oh, Eliza.
This is from my daughter, Eliza.
Yeah. Ethan's 6-year-old daughter.
Oh, this is our big finale.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Ezra and Calvin rub poop in their eyes, and now their eyes are burning.
And she provided a drawing.
A drawing of this, and you have to watch. If you're on audio, you got to pull up the drawing because it really.
Oh yeah, their eyes are
the joke home.
Like they look like they're shrieking in pain.
Yeah.
This is the first time really drawing facial expressions, and I couldn't be more proud. And she doesn't know about the whole eye thing of like pink eye. She doesn't know about that.
But these kids definitely have
and
pink
they definitely have pink eye. Like she somehow knows that if you rub poop in your eyes, that's what's going to happen.
It's conjunctivitis.
Now the brown stuff all over Calvin's head is not. Calvin added that.
Oh,
she's very mad at him for that.
Oh, that's not poop.
No, that's just a cool
poop,
hairstyle.
It's like his hair or something. I don't know.
It's like a mohawk mullet.
Yeah,
a mullet.
It's a party in the front and a party in the back. Oh boy, those
They're
kids
as
were
dumb
pretty
as I
dumb.
remember.
Yeah, they sure were.
Okay.
So this one is Lincoln Pork.
Lincoln Pork. So.
Do we need to say anything else?
So one week, Kyle was going to be out of town, and we had Thaddeus coming in. Now, Thaddeus is like a decorated PhD professor. He's written many books on social justice and theology, but he also used to be roommates with the bass player of Linkin Park. And I wanted to ask him all about that. So we came up with this idea for a segment called Linkin Pork, where we eat pork and talk about Linkin Park with this guy who never got to promote his book or any of his stuff. He just had to sit there and eat sausages and talk about Linkin Park. It sounds funnier than it was probably. I don't know. It was disgusting but it was really good pork because we sent Patrick to this really good local butcher. But the guys kind of freaked out. They freaked out because they thought it was raw. It wasn't raw. I ate it.
Yeah.
Nobody got worms.
So I was away and I got a text from my brother Ryan, and he said, Lincoln Pork? And I was like, what? I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, this was never cleared with Kyle, I think.
So at some point, Ethan has a pork mallet, and I never quite.
The pork mallets were the best moment because I think Thaddeus was very talkative, and I kept trying to find ways. And also, the weird thing about me for that episode was, usually I get to be kind of the guy who pushes the boundaries, and you reel it in. I had to be Kyle because I have Trevor and Thaddeus who are just bonkers. And
so you have a newfound respect for me after that?
So yeah, to some extent. Okay. But I did also do pork mallets where I made the pork sausages into little meat mallets, and
You're like, I was the guy pulling everybody in, and also
and I made pork mallets.
I did make pork.
I was multitasking.
All right, here we go. Let's enjoy Lincoln Pork.
This is called Lincoln Pork. We're going to talk about Lincoln Park and pork while we eat pork, and we have sausages.
Oh yeah!
Wow. Look at these things from the butcher. Now, apparently they're cooked and safe to eat.
Yeah, 2 of them are
They're ice cold.
Yeah, we're eating cold pork.
Straight out of the fridge, cold pork.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I don't know what each one is, but
It's a Slim Jim.
look at that. That is linked pork. It's Lincoln.
Hey, cheers.
So, cheers, guys. Look at that. You do have nunchucks. Combat cold cuts. That's from Ninja Turtles.
Yes.
Oh, that's good pork.
Is it?
Yeah.
The place is good. Corner Butcher.
It's Lincoln pork.
So good. Oh, man, that's good cake. I've been fasting, too. I haven't eaten like 22 hours. So good right now.
You've been fasting for Ramadan.
Yeah.
You know they don't eat pork.
I'm sorry for the pork eating sound.
Yeah, right. It's ASMR.
Okay, so pigs don't poop or they sleep. Did you know that?
I didn't, but did you know that pigs can play video games even better than some primates?
I don't know how pigs play video games, but that's a fact from the internet.
I don't know, but
So how did you? We got to interchange pigs to Lincoln Park. So how are you linked with Lincoln Park?
it's so dumb.
Oh, we warned you.
But this is delicious. I'll give you that.
This is the best day of my life.
So this
I love
is
it. He has like a PhD in like apologetics in the Bible and like all this college. We're like, so your roommate was in Lincoln Park? Let's eat some pork and talk about it.
Apparently I haven't achieved enough in life to be known for anything but the fact that my wife and I went to high school.
Mm-hmm.
There's no way that one's cooked.
The bass player, they aren't. Only these ones. Do not eat
not
the red
cooked?
one.
No.
They said they were all cooked.
This one's.
This one is, you can't get this consistency.
Eat it. Hey,
No, that's
if you
cooked.
want an A in my class at Biola, you will eat that.
That's cooked.
I'm
saying
filing
that's
a
cooked.
complaint.
So I went to high school with the bass player of Linkin Park, Dave.
Okay.
That's his name.
You can have like a cool band name like
Oh, we did.
Chunk or something.
As a joke, we renamed him Phoenix because Linkin
Phoenix?
Park was up and coming. It's like, yeah, you're Phoenix, man. You rise from the ashes.
That's not much of a joke name.
But it stuck, and so he's Phoenix Farrell is his last name, Dave Farrell. So yeah, I lived with him out of college, and I'd come home from work, and they were sponsored. The band was sponsored by Xbox, so there'd be like a black trash bag full of every Xbox game ever on the doorstep. Every bass guitar ever on the doorstep. Everybody wanted like, hey,
So they got
use our
lots of
bass.
free stuff at first.
Lots of free stuff. And I'd come home and there would be one day I got back from work, there was a Grammy on the mantle. It's like all these.
What is this apartment like?
It was so dingy. Like it was just a bunch of bachelors. There was 5 of us dudes crammed into this like 2-bedroom, and we would play trash can Jenga, which is you just start throwing stuff in the trash. And then if you're the last guy that you throw your trash and the whole thing collapses, you got to take it out. Like
That's when Chester goes, "It's about to break." I was waiting for that.
But in the end, it doesn't really matter. And that was it. That was my career in the Supertones. They were like, "Yeah, thanks, but no thanks." you're not good.
So you're just like the guy that's in different bands that are successful for like 5 minutes.
No. This was before they were signed.
Right.
So I played, and then I got booted, and then they got a big record contract with Tooth and Nail. Then I played for PAX. They kicked me out of the band.
Little pork mallets.
Oh,
A little make little pork mallets.
I can't compete with that. The minute, gross.
That's
What am I doing with my life?
that sounded like it just came back to life. I bet.
Can this segment be over? Can we be done?
Yeah, I guess we probably should be done. It's the stupidest segment
You
ever
guys
done.
both tried to eat raw pork.
Good pork mallets, good.
The pork mallets
Yeah.
were
Memorable moment
very
in
memorable.
our history. So we went down, I think we had Wendy Shapiro, our female voice actor who does a lot of the mom and a lot of the characters in our cartoons. She was in for this one, and we went over some of the most hated headlines of all time from the Babylon Bee. And I think it's just the fun of, looking at those, talking about why people hated him so much.
Oh yeah, the ones that got the most backlash. Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, all the backlash. So
Let's do it.
let's watch that. We put out Babylon Bee headlines that people like.
Sometimes.
But then sometimes we put ones out that people really don't like.
Really don't like.
Really. Like one of the main things they do is write angry comments, and they don't click like.
Right.
Absolutely hate it.
Controversial bee stories. Here's the first one. This happened in May 2016. We wrote this article when Jan Crouch died. Top prosperity theologians puzzled over death of Jan Crouch. So this was when we were very new at the Babylon Bee. This was published on the day of Jan Crouch's death. And it was like, that was just a timing
So
thing.
too
really.
soon.
And we had no idea how, like, the reach of the Bee that people... I woke up the next morning and Fox News had covered this. And we're like, what the heck? Like, me and Adam were just, like, freaking out. Like, how did this dumb joke that we published on the internet get this, widespread? So that's the first time we kind of realized that.
Ooh.
Like, people are actually looking at what we're publishing out there.
Better be careful.
And it's like not controversial to make fun of Jan Crouch, except for on the very day she
The
dies.
day she dies.
The day she dies, it's like off limits.
Too soon.
And then,
Too soon.
Yeah, and we were trying to do this joke that it's like we're making fun of prosperity theology, like the other
Right.
prosperity
Yeah, we're
guys
trying
are
to make
like,
fun of her.
"How did she die? I thought she could just name and claim health and wealth." But yeah, too soon.
Baffled.
Sorry,
Oops.
Jan.
Oops.
Well, how about this one? Confronted with details of the Green New Deal, Ocasio-Cortez claims not to speak English.
We got a lot of hate mail for this one because people thought we were like doing some Mexican joke, or like the Mexican stereotype, like no English,
No English.
that kind of thing.
Yeah, but to
But
get
isn't that the joke?
past that, you made her speak like some Star Wars language.
Yeah, I think she's speaking Hatis or something.
Hatis, that's not a real
She
language.
says "Ni Jabba no Bada."
Is that the Jabba the Hutt language?
Yes.
All right, you want to take the next one there?
Okay.
This is a great joke.
Okay. Dumb AOC accidentally strangles herself tying her shoes because she's so stupid.
Do you like that?
So
joke?
we've... Yeah, what do you think?
Look at
Quality joke. No.
I don't want to go. It kind of says the same thing again. Just dumb AOC.
So we've talked about this one
Yeah,
before.
we talked about it.
So if you've followed us for a while, you've heard us go on about this one. This is one of our favorite, one of my personal favorite headlines, because it really is a troll in a lot of ways. The reactions it gets is the funnest part of it.
What?
Because people can't tell, are we
intentionally-
seriously
yeah.
trying to be funny, or
We
are we making
intentionally wrote
fun
a dumb
of?
joke, and
Intentionally doing the dumbest AOC joke ever, because we're constantly accused of making dumb AOC jokes.
so we just
went full
we
all
doubled
in.
down and we made the absolute dumbest one.
If you read the article, it's gold.
So every
Reading
time we
the-
post it, it gets so much hate, and it's just wonderful.
And we'll get all these things from liberal comedians saying, this is why the right can't joke. They told the same joke twice, blah, blah, blah. Then you'll see other comments. Like I remember seeing one with a professional comedian, and they said, wait, if they're actually making fun of themselves here, then they might be better at comedy than we think they are. And then it just went quiet.
Nice.
My Pillow guy unveils new product for anyone still following him, My Straitjacket. This is a bold joke to make with our audience, because
yeah, they like Mike Lindell. We interviewed Mike Lindell.
we interviewed him.
It's a nice guy.
There's a lot of big fans.
Yeah.
But it does feel like someone needs to say something, because he's still telling everybody Trump's going to get reinstated.
In
He
October
gives
now.
dates.
It's exactly like the premillennial guys who go and predict when Jesus is going to come back, and they're like, "It's happening on October 7th, 1978." And then the date blows by, they go into hiding for like a week, and they come out, and they're like, "My calculations were incorrect."
It must sell pillows. That's got to be the thing, because I don't know why else he'd be doing this like this.
NFL player announces he's gay, is switching over to soccer again. What's happening?
Because soccer's gay.
Okay. Oh, all right.
Should have added that in parentheses on the headline. Because soccer is gay.
Because soccer is
Oh,
gay.
boy.
And he is also gay.
And that's not saying gay is bad. It depends what you think of soccer, I guess, right?
So some blue check replied to this on Twitter, and he was like, "Can you explain this joke to me? Is this saying that gays are bad and soccer is bad and therefore soccer is gay?" And it's like, come on, man.
That's the whole thing. You tell the joke and people have to interpret.
It's a classic junior high joke. We're just doing the junior high bit.
He's so gay.
And then the NFL came out as gay right after that, right?
And it was amazing. Like, yeah, a few days later, the NFL does this whole thing. We are gay.
The NFL is gay.
The NFL football is gay. Like, what? Can't make this stuff up.
Follower of Joseph Smith. Oh man, the LDS did not like this one. Follower of Joseph Smith urges nation to reject morally flawed leaders.
This one always gets us the nicest hate mail.
The nicest hate mail.
The
that's
kindest
true.
hate mail from our
The Mormon
LDS.
friends.
You can't say
Yeah.
Mormon is out. They don't
Oh,
say Mormon now.
shoot. Okay.
I'm just going to still say Mormon.
No Mormon.
I don't know these things.
They would publish material talking about Mormons all the time. And then like a couple of years ago, they're like, no, it's now LDS.
Yeah, they
I don't have no,
they
I have no problem still
identified
calling
differently.
it. But yeah, sorry Mormons. We just, we made fun of you one time.
Yeah, we just little.
We usually
You
make
made
fun
a
of
musical out of it.
Yeah,
Well, we didn't.
Well,
but
we
yeah.
didn't do
They
that.
did. Someone did.
Mormons didn't.
I'm sure that wasn't Mormon.
That was the South Park
Wasn't
guys.
that the South Park guys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure the Mormons aren't a big fan of that either.
Although, didn't they take out ads in the playbill?
Oh, did they?
If you go and you open it, it's like an ad. Check out the real thing. That's like it's kind of
like
a genius
that?
marketing.
I wonder how many converts they got from that.
I do teach voiceover as well, and I work with people in Utah. They're the nicest people.
They are. They're nice. They have the nice thing down.
They really
Thank
do.
you, and the nice one. Now just get the
Wish I were
theology
that
down. and
nice.
you'll be good. Love you, Mormons.
Come on. Oh,
You're go.
me. Okay. Is it something
Trump,
about transgender? Okay.
Trump transgender.
Trump attempts to catch Hunter Biden in trap labeled free crack.
Oh, you just got some hate mail on
Free
this one
crack.
because it was, you're making fun of an addict. The president's son
Well,
is,
he's not in program, so
Yeah,
The word
president's
crack
son
is just funny.
And Trump, the idea that Trump would put a box on the White House
Yeah.
glass.
There's like a box with a stick
With a
under
stick
it.
under
and
it.
then there's an arrow. Is it free crack under box?
It's Looney Tunes. It's great.
Yeah.
that's funny.
And and he didn't catch him. He attempted to catch
He attempted.
because it's Trump. 'Cause-
Sneaky got away.
All right, one more. After being kicked off social media, Trump forced to go door to door shouting,
Marshmallow.
Well, you might have to bleep
Marshmallow.
"Oh,
on YouTube. Might flag us.
bligged election." So anytime we
Election.
made fun of Trump when
Right.
Trump was in office, we'd get
Just
hate
need
mail.
your jaw locked.
Yeah. Yeah, we need that jaw locker. 3000. So yeah, anytime we got a lot of we shared a lot of it back then.
Yeah,
we got a
we
lot
always
of
get hate mail.
angry. Anytime you make a joke that isn't a pure, praise of Trump.
Or mocking the left or something.
Yeah.
You get hate mail. But this is just, and it's just a beautiful Photoshop. Look at that. That's beautiful.
Yeah,
Trump's
just right there in the door, just yelling at a lady.
Those headlines were problematic.
I'm getting PTSD.
That ain't it, Chief. Oh, you are Chief. Well, maybe, I don't know. Is that a chief?
Saying it me?
I don't know what headdress that is. So David Storr was a guest that we had who does a lot of prank shows.
Like my favorite interview, and how anybody watched it?
It was my favorite interview too, one of them. And he was so funny that we almost just needed to say, "Tell us another one."
Yeah.
Tell us another story.
He runs a bunch of prank shows. Fameless, what are the biggest ones? Scare Tactics.
Prank
He's just
Encounters.
lived a life of high budget pranking, like crazy, intricate scenarios. So he has just the best stories, and I'm a huge fan too. So I think the story we're going to give you is one where he told about they did a prank where they set up this fake death cult. And so they'd have somebody sit in there, and they're passing around clearly a drink that is poisonous, and
Each person is dying.
each person is dying as it gurgling out froth. So we'll just let him tell it.
Let him tell
But
the
this is one of the. This is so funny.
It's like psychology. Like if they buy this, maybe I can push it here. They're not buying that. Okay, I'm going to pull back a bit. I'm going to try to be kind of normal or whatever. And because I'm just constantly looking at their eyes. I'm like, he's darting around. I want them to avoid looking around the room because they could spot a camera. But I'm also like gauging like that. I just kind of like put like it's like going fishing. Like I put a little chum in the water. I'm like, I act real stupid. Like if my phone on the desk is ringing and I don't answer it, like what will he do? Like some of me is like you're curious. Like if I'm like your phone's ringing. Oh, is that me? I'm sorry. Yes. It's just like little like psychological tests. I guess I'm doing in the moment. And when the real fun is like when you have them hooked and you can just play in that space and get them wound up, and they're saying so much funny stuff. We had one on scare tactics. It was a cult, and they're going to pass the cup. The final moment was like everyone's going to drink from the cup, and we're going to go see our Heavenly Father or whatever, And so they're passing the cup, and in rehearsal, like, okay, so you pass the cup, you're going to foam with the mouth, you're going to.
He did tell us he has no line. He won't go as far as.
So this guy was supposed to. The cup was coming to our mark eventually, but in the meantime, all these actors are taking a sip, they're foaming and they're going down, and so in rehearsal, we're like, all right, he's going to grab the cup, he's going to protest, we'll kind of push it, you got to drink it. And then he'll say, no, I don't want to drink it. So the cup passes to him and he looks at it and we're like, all right, here it comes. He goes. And then he passed it. And we're in the truck. We're like, what? Oh my God. And then like after the bit, it didn't work. Our prank didn't work. I go, hey man.
Are you okay?
First of all, I'm like, what were you? I go, did you understand what the cup was? Maybe you didn't. He goes, yeah, you drink the cup and you die. And I go, yeah, that was a bit. So I guess a follow-up question for me would be, why did you drink the cup? And he goes like, I don't know, man. If it's my time to go, it's my time to go. What? That's not how it works, man. You can say no.
He's just like, when in Rome.
Yeah, when in Rome. Like, man,
everybody's doing it. I don't. Dude.
Are my feathers dangling? Okay. Feels weird. Okay.
Yeah.
And finally, so this one is actually in the subscriber portion of this episode. This is another one of my favorite interviews because I love talking to cops and having them tell me cop stories.
If you want to get on the Babylon Beat podcast, just tell Ethan you're a cop.
Yeah.
Even if you're not.
Yeah, just make
He'll
it up.
get on.
Greg Kading, the guy who headed up the Tupac Biggie thing. Those guys, rappers.
Well, the investigation.
Yeah, the rapper. They didn't kill him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't instigate it. He investigated it. So he told a story on the subscriber portion about a lady that was on meth. And
wasn't he playing it down where he was like...
Yeah, he was acting like it wasn't a big deal. And then it's just
like he's like, oh, I don't really have that many interesting... Well, there was this one time. And he goes through the story. And
it was like a Wile E. Coyote cartoon. Like it was just she's on power lines. I don't want to give it too much away.
And it just keeps one-upping itself as it goes on.
It was awesome.
All right.
So watch
Welcome,
that.
Greg.
But it used to happen, in the kind of excitement of things. I've seen people pull out their pepper spray and shoot it the wrong way, right back at them. And like I said, I've seen cops getting hit with nightsticks and, cops' guns getting pulled out of their holsters, flying down the street. I remember one time, that's a long story, disregard.
No, long story.
Please.
Wildest thing I've ever saw. This girl that was on PCP. We get the call, suspicious person on PCP. We get there, and it's this house that's next to this open parking lot. The parking lot's got a big, huge chain link fence around it. We get there. She's on top of the roof, but it's a one-story house, but it has like dormers. So she's really up there high, butt naked, standing up on the top. This gets
better every little phrase that you...
She's standing on top of the peak of this house.
Oh,
and we're
the
telling
house
her
is on fire.
No, the house is not on fire. And it's clear, she's got that 1,000-yard glare. She's not responding to anything we're saying. She's just standing up there. So I decide I'm going to go around the back of the house. We kind of have it, there's 3 or 4 of us there. We have it surrounded. I climb a tree and I get up onto the roof. Now, I don't know what I'm going to do, but I'm going to get up there and, try to talk her down or something. But I get up there. I get on the pinnacle of the roof, or the peak of the roof. She looks at me I look at her and I start walking like, hey, just calm down, calm down. She kind of runs down the roof. And right when she gets to the eave, she jumps into that parking lot. Now this parking lot has like about a 10 to 12 foot high chain link fence, three lines of razor wire on top.
Oh.
Just 3 things of razor wire on the top of this fence. She jumps.
That's all the time we have for today, folks. Tune in next time.
She jumps and her lower legs catch that wire. Right? So that just flips her. She doesn't get caught up in it. It just trips her. So she's trying to clear it. She doesn't. Her legs hit it. And then she gets face planted into the cement inside that parking lot.
Oh.
So, I climb back down. We're trying to figure out how to get into this, this secure parking lot with these gates. And we're watching her, and she runs all the way across this parking lot, goes to a building. No one's going to believe this, but I'm telling you exactly how this happened. She runs up a stairwell, an exterior stairwell of a building, runs up next to a telephone pole that's there, gets up on the telephone pole and runs across the telephone wires.
What?
She's running like a trapeze artist. She's strung out on PCP, so I don't know if that's helping her. Obviously it is, because she's like a rat on that line, just running across
She's not getting electrocuted.
She falls.
Okay.
She doesn't get electrocuted.
Huh.
You only get electrocuted
If you touch two at once. So she's balancing on one.
Right. She's on one, running across it.
She's running, not doing like the slow thing?
No. She's running and doing a relatively good job at it for probably 15, 20, maybe 30 feet.
Okay.
A considerable distance. She's like running. We're like, whoa. And then she falls from there and goes right through the roof of a shed. Now, you know those sheds that have like the wavy fiberglass? They're just those cheap sheds that have like a wavy fiberglass thing.
Yeah.
So she just goes right through that.
Like a Ruffles potato chip.
Exactly, like a Ruffles potato chip. She just falls and crashes right through that. And we're just getting into the parking lot. We found the front gate. We were coming through the parking lot, and it's like out of a movie. She just comes busting out now the doors. She comes busting out the doors of this shed and is still running across the parking lot. Now I'm chasing her. I'm in the lead and I'm chasing her, and I don't know why I did this, but I thought this was the smart thing to do. And I know that guys are running behind me, so I just take my gun out of my holster and I set it on the ground real quick. I'm just running. I just put it on the ground because I knew that if I grabbed her, the last thing I wanted to do was have my gun with me. And so I put it on the ground. I know somebody behind me is going to pick it up. She reaches the fence line before me, and she starts climbing the fence line. I catch up to her right when she's at about 5 feet. I jump up and I grab her legs, and I'm thinking, okay, this is on. I'm on for the fight of my life. And she's built like an Olympian. Just this incredible build. Very, very muscular. And I grab her and I'm thinking, I'm just on. And then the minute I got my hands around her, she just turned to Play-Doh. She just completely complied and just sat there. We put handcuffs on her, no wrestle, no resistance, nothing. It was the strangest thing.
Wow.
PCP.
It was the tender touch of Greg Kading.
That's right. Thank you very much.
The crackhead whisperer.
That's exactly
Greg Kading.
I wrote it up. I wrote it up just like that.
I'm really glad
one out of him. That's exactly what I wanted to
told
get.
that story. No, it's too long.
Yeah. This is what we're trying. So we can't stop now. You got more of those?
I'm telling you. See, this is the thing.
The creme de la
It'll
creme
just
right there.
stimulate
This is
more
what
and
you
more
want.
things.
This is what we're looking for.
It was fun reliving that
Very
here together.
Indeed. All right, we're adding one favorite clip. So Patrick has submitted this as his favorite. This was his favorite intro to a interview show. This is the James White interview. So what exactly happened? Because I remember you got kind of offended or something.
It was John MacArthur.
Oh yeah, I mentioned John MacArthur. What did you say about John MacArthar? Like he called...
I didn't.
He's not a.
No, I offended him or something.
No, you were all like offended
It was really.
because you used a word that I. What did he say?
No, I said
you,
that
you called John MacArthur low.
I said he's
Not a scholar, low.
like an academic.
Yeah, you made him sound like not smart. Like it
That's
felt like you were
not what
putting
that
like John.
means.
I feel like you're putting John MacArthur on the same level as like.
Joel Osteen.
Yeah, exactly. And then I can't remember.
Even if you're smart, you write books either for the scholarly level or the popular level. That's all I was saying.
When you threw the book.
So I just started throwing the books down and like.
You'll see.
You'll see. Yeah, we don't need to.
We laugh about it all the time here.
It's a favorite moment.
So join us in laughing.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Babylon Bee Interview Show, a show where we interview people. We talk to a lot of interesting people on the Babylon Bee Interview Show.
So that's what we do on the Babylon Bee interview show.
Yeah, that's because we're not very interesting.
No, I'm Kyle. Ethan.
Hi.
I'm not Kyle. Ethan. I'm Kyle.
I'm Ethan. Kyle.
And today we're talking to James White, who's an apologist. He runs Alpha and Omega Ministries. He's written a bunch of books on a lot of different topics. He
debates a lot of people.
I am a Calvinist, and he kind of introduced me to Calvinism, or at least reinforced the Calvinism that I had discovered in more shallow sources. So I had kind of like been introduced.
Shallow sources?
Well, I had been kind of introduced to Calvinism through like
Christian pop music.
Yeah, sure. Through the movies like Final Destination and
that's shallow. Yeah.
No. No, through like John MacArthur. Not saying that he's shallow, but like I had just heard some sermons. And
shallow John MacArthur.
Yeah.
He always doing that.
Well, he is more on
hair gel,
but he is more on like a pop level, right? Like
he's a pop.
He's a pop star.
And we came around in different worlds.
Well,
I guess when you like go to his school, he's a pop star.
He's a pastor, not a scholar and an apologist.
Okay.
So he's gonna put things out. What are you doing? Are you
crack me up? Yeah, it seemed like you got defensive about that. It's weird.
Defensive about what?
He's defensive.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Anyway, yeah, so Kyle knew a lot about this guy, a lot more than me. I think he's read more of his books. I haven't read any of them, but I
Do you
saw
know the difference between like a
debates.
scholar and like a pastor that's just like like pastoring a congregation? Like this guy's
sure, yeah.
One shallow.
What is this? What is happening?
Do we need to start
right now?
again?
No, it's fine. It's good. Go roll it.
So we're talking
Go live.
We're talking to James White, and it's a good conversation. Yeah.
He debates Catholics. He debates King James onlyists. He debates people who think you don't need scripture or just other stuff too besides scripture. He debates people that forgot all about the Trinity. And he debates Islamists, Muslims.
What do you say, Muslims? Like
Muslims.
They're like some boomer guy with a MAGA hat would say, Muslim.
Yeah, Muslim.
Well, now that we've thoroughly destroyed this podcast, we're going to talk to James White. He's coming on via the digital airwaves right now.
Here he comes.
You know what the worst thing in the world is? It's when you're laughing at something and really enjoying it, and you're not paying any money for it. That sucks. You feel really guilty. You're like, man, there's all these people that are like giving their lives to making this stuff, and you know that's their whole job, and I didn't even give them any money for it. Now you can give us money. You can become a Babylon Bee subscriber and ease that guilty conscience. Go to babylonbee.com/plans, and for a limited time, you can insert the promo code podcast, and you get 10% off. It's not 7%, it's not 8%, it's not 9%, it's not 11%, it's not 12%. It is 10% off your subscription. So go to babylonbee.com/plans and subscribe. That's what enables us to continue making all the amazing content that you enjoy 24/7 right into your brain.
Below this video, comment. Tell us your favorite moments in the past in the Babylon Bee podcast. Maybe we'll do another clip show sometime with your favorites or something. I don't know, when we need to get done fast and pour all the work over onto the editing guys.
Yeah. We don't have to do anything.
Yeah.
They have to do all the hard work.
This was a breeze. We should do this every episode.
Yeah, this is great. I think we should do this every time. We're going to move into our subscriber lounge now, where we are going to answer like a new 10 questions or something from a subscriber.
10 questions from a subscriber?
He's a little pretentious. He took it on himself to come up with his own list of 10 questions, and we're going to answer them. We're thankful for you. Have a great Thanksgiving, guys, and enjoy thanking the Lord for all the blessings that he's given you this year.
Coming up next for Babylon Bee subscribers.
So we got an email from Calvin Haynes, the regular mailer.
Oh, he's like 2 underwears in one, his name.
If you could only play one video game for the rest of your life, what would it be? What TV show or comedian do you feel like most influenced your humor growing up?
Facebook favors, if it's an image you posted on Facebook, then the algorithm favors it. But if you're posting a link to an outside site, clearly it crushes it now.
And I think there is a specific knock on the babylonbee.com. Yeah. Ethan has a very Gen X attitude. I don't want to try. Trying is lame.
Wondering what they'll say next? The rest of this podcast is in our super exclusive premium subscriber lounge. Go to babylonbee.com/plans for full-length ad-free podcasts. Kyle and Ethan would like to thank Seth Dillon for paying the bills, Adam Ford for creating their job, the other writers for tirelessly pitching headlines, the subscribers, and you, the listener. Until next time, this is Dave DeAndrea, the voice of the Babylon Bee.